my cap space was too low. Basically, how I was going to do it. So he's going to stay on the Raiders. He has 4 years left on his contract. He'll be 37. I don't even know if he'll get through that contract with them. We'll see. And I kicked every user out of the league because every user was like 59 overall because they weren't playing, and I was playing too quickly. So I'm gonna let the CPU try to rebuild those teams. We'll see what happens, and yeah. So, oh, by the way, I wanted people Cool Mac a long time ago tried. Cast space has been an issue, dude. I'm not saying like we screwed ourselves, but we went all out in cap space. It's not a bad thing. It just means that we're not gonna be needing to use it as I just got both these players, but I do kind of I like both of them a lot, dude. We'll see. He's just as good as I think he's really good as well. Kevin Hollis, Morgan, Tyrone. I think they're all in his caliber. I like my linebackers to be around 250, 240. He's 240. We'll see how fast he is. I like JaMychal Gold. I'm gonna move him to the outside linebacker. So here's while I'm looking at run stoppers. I think both of them have a chance to make this team. As I don't really have anything I want to use my scout points for. Two people want to be re-signed, and oh yeah, by the way, we have 4.2 million cap room, or we have 18 point something cap room. So I got a little bit to spend. I'll probably let Deshaun Hand get re-signed because I've got Sean Robinson and him, and let Harrison go. I want to re-sign Ragnar. I want to re-sign Hand. There's both two really good players that need to get re-signed. Ragnar's 25. He's 2. That's a lot of money though. To be able to split, I can give him 5 years, 5.95, which should get him a little bit of money as well for Deshaun Hand. He'll take it. 5 years. He's down to making a long-term contract. We will hopefully get to re-sign him this episode as well. So let's get in the game. We're 6-0. Like I'm not. We should be 6-0. We're 85 overall. We have literally came into this season settling for nothing but a dub. What is it? We use the Jets. You know what? I guess we're not settling for anything less. We're not taking our foot off the gas. They're 70 overall. We're gonna fucking kill them. We're not scared, bro. We're getting in this. We're in it to win it. We're facing defending Super Bowl champions, and we're not gonna off the gas. 20 tackles on a forced fumble. JJ Watt, he's kind of slow. He hasn't really gotten too much as a huge player on this team. 11 forced fumbles for Jamal Adams. He has an extra tackle and a pick. So it's my advantage, or Adrian Amos. As that'll be kicked off. And Ty Johnson will take this one out and get to the 27 as Daniel Manning and the offense come out to try to continue. And well, they're having a great season. Joey Mixon's been having a great season. This entire team has. As Daniel Manning takes the snap. Daniel Manning is looking. He's going to try to time one. He does to Tommy Lee Lewis. A man that was on the practice squad. He wasn't supposed to make the final cut. So a lot of people didn't think he was going to be on the team. Nobody really knew he was. He came out of a fantastic season with Ryan Fitzpatrick at quarterback. He was kind of quiet last year. This year, he's gotten a little bit more into the game with Marvin Jones gone. So, they really, a lot of teams, were usually pick up a quarterback when they get rid of so many. The receiver. They lost Marvin Jones. I think they played Chester Rogers. And, they didn't really pick up anybody. They picked up one as a backup, so they weren't really too worried about not having quarterbacks. But here we go. It's a huge third down for Daniel Manning in offense. Quick throw for Daniel Manning. Marquise Brown gets upfield and picks up the first down. And you're right there. He's an NFL leader in receiving yards, and that's a pretty big accomplishment. As really this entire offense is leading in something, as that's Joe Mixon, who will get a couple yards and he's injured, and this is bad. You do not want a man that having the caliber season that he has had go down with an injury, because he could be breaking the rushing yard record or damn near it, as Gallman, nowhere to go, tries to break it out, bounces it for a negative 2-yard loss, and now they're at another huge 3rd and long. Daniel Manning getting set, taking the snap. Daniel Manning looking for Julius Baylor. Almost picked, almost caught. A lot of stuff that happened, incomplete. Bruce Sternum, he's out for the game. He will be back probably next week, I would assume. Bruce Sternum's not insanely big, as that I might have shanked. Oh! And Pearson misses the field goal. And now the Detroit Lions worry just a teeny bit, as Aaron Rodgers got the ball with Odell Beckham on the field, and he's looking to get started. As that's Tavai with the pick, an unnecessary hurdle, and Tavai is gone. Pick 6. Aaron Rodgers was looking for a quick throw, and Odell Beckham. Tavai was there. He gets the pick, and he's gone for 6. As you see, Cleveland's having one hell of a season still. That's who they face. That Detroit Lions face week 17. That could be a ball game. As you know, in reality, I mean, in reality. Oh no, that's nothing to do with reality. I don't know why I said that. And that's Fuller gonna hit. Wow, come out of nowhere to make a tackle, 10th tackle of the season. But you know, Cowboys were an 83 overall, one of the greatest teams in this franchise right now. Actually, they're higher than that, 84, I think, 85. And Jamal Adams forces it. Kendall Fuller gets on it. And it's Detroit football. What a hit. Jamal Adams' 12th forced fumble of the season. As I was going to say, you know, they were a great team. They went toe-to-toe with the Detroit Lions. That's exactly what Browns are going to do. Any other team has just struggled. That's going to go to Marquise Brown, who will reach out above his body, and they're going to give it to him. First down. Now, last week he had 9 yards at a tutty. He's had some really good stats this season, and we'll see what he's able to do tonight. As that's Wayne Gallman up the field. Wayne Gallman with a juke down the sideline. The ball's out though. Picked up by the Packers. Burks recovers it. Wayne Gallman, booth review. And they're going to overturn it and say he was down by contact. Huge plays. Wayne Gallman in the backfield, Danquan Dunn. So lead fullback who will lose a yard. And that one will be a play that will be stuffed in the backfield. 2nd and goal. Daniel Manning takes the snap, gotta cut it in to Wayne Gallman, who's down at the 3. You know, I mean, he's went down a lot. Joe Mixon has went down a lot, and they really, I'm not saying that it's not a good thing, or they're not worried about it, but Wayne Gallman has just been such a fantastic backup that he doesn't make it as big as an issue as everybody would think, guys. The offense will struggle to get in there, and they will come out in field goal formation. Pearson kicks up and good. 10-0 as the Green Bay Packers will try to get back in this game. Joseph down the field, and it'll be a need. And you see Tavai. Tavai's in the zone. As they're going to go with a fake handoff. He tried to get off the block. And Jackson will be there to make a play. A-Rod with a second completion. That one's going to go for a decent bit. 22 yards for Valdez-Scantling. And that'll be first down for the Green Bay Packers. Second down. That's Jamal Adams. A huge hit on Valdez-Scantling. But he'll hang on. He held on to that one. First and 10. They're looking at Scantling every play. They might look here for him, and that's Tavai, who over pursues. Beckham steps up in front and makes the play. And Aaron Rodgers doesn't like what he did at Green Bay week 1 of the NFL in real life. He's driving in like 30 seconds. Yes, here we go. Gonna go to the outside. Joseph forces it. Amani picks it up. Amani down the sidelines. Aaron Rodgers is gonna get him. Touchdown. Pick. Or a forced fumble for 6. Well, not a forced fumble. He forced it, but another guy forced it. Joseph did for Sean Joseph, but a return fumble for 6 and a tutty. And Detroit's up 17-0. 2 defensive plays. First drive, they kind of let him, get down. There was a long field goal. I don't even know if he had the power. He definitely didn't have the accuracy for it. And I mean, you seen that when they let us in the red zone, they bent, but they didn't break. Is that gonna be J.J. Watt who will get it down at the 1? And I said how disappointed I was in him. He's starting to play a little bit better. There's like no difference between him and Deshaun Hand, in my opinion, and that's Jamal Adams. Who I should have let him make the play. I just hit sticks randomly, and it would be Bell. Will damn near pick up the first, as this will be 3rd and 2. Aaron Jones in the backfield. Aaron Rodgers gonna fake the handoff. Gonna find an open receiver. Kendall Fuller will get him, and I don't even know this is probably Valdez-Scantling, probably. Or Odell. At 17-0, Aaron Rodgers has been well working his way on getting this ball down the field. As what a hit by Keith. Keith was picked up at a free agency. Not a very high overall. Not the guy you would expect a middle linebacker to be picked up. What a play right there for him. And that probably shouldn't be in it with a job. And they're running down the field. Bell, 2 rushes, 25 yards right there is his biggest rush. As here we go. 1st and 10. A-Rod gonna go right back to him. And Eddie Jackson will get the play. He's averaging over 10 yards a carry, though. He's running through the New York Giants, or the Detroit Lions here. As Jamal Adams goes up for it, Kendall Fuller gets beat off the line by Beckham, and they keep this lead, or they take a cut in this lead. As they get more offensive yards and tutties. Sorry, I'm still sick and it's killing me. As they get more offensive touchdowns in the Detroit Lions, as they come back on offense to try to, get an offensive touchdown and extend this lead a little bit more and get back to that 17-point lead. So here we go. Taking the snap for Detroit is Daniel Manning. Gonna give this one to Marquise Brown, who will go down at the 29, 5 or 6, 49 yards for Daniel Manning. Not his greatest game, but still having a pretty solid game today. Alright, so he'll take the snap. He's gonna look. He lost the football. It is picked up by Gary. He came wide open. Alignment, a missed block, a huge missed tackle, or missed block. Leads to a strip sack and puts Aaron Rodgers in a incoming in the red zone damn near. Puts him at the 30 or 29, and he'll get that one to the 26. Aaron Rodgers is going to look to score, make it 14-17, make this a close game. And, you know, Detroit, they're going to be mad because, you know, their defense played so phenomenal. They cannot afford to play this bad. Kendall Fuller rallies, makes a play, but he's getting dotted up by Odell this game. 4 receptions, 70 yards. I wouldn't say partially, mostly that is from him. Down at the 1, Aaron Jones. Gonna send 89 in motion. Gonna give it to him. Everybody's there. Ball's out. Picked up though. Jamal Adams came in out of nowhere to force it. It will be picked up by the Green Bay Packers though. As that's gonna go to Aaron Jones, and JJ Watt picks up a huge tackle. 3rd and goal. You gotta be ready for the run. You gotta be ready for really anything. Adams gonna try to get there. Damian Williams down. 4th and goal. And what a way for this defense. They stopped him at the 1. They get back to the 1 after a couple yards lost. They'll kick a field goal, make it 10-17. And Detroit, the defense has played phenomenal. They played a really good game. I mean, yeah, they've had their ups and downs, but they've came back to play a little bit better. That's 4 minutes, 12 seconds, 25-yard line. The Detroit Lions are looking to finally be able to drive and make some plays. It's Daniel Manning. The fake right there, gonna pull it. And he throws a pick. First play of the drive. Jamerson picks it off. And Detroit is falling apart. Okay, so here we go. The defense getting called to go back out there. Aaron Rodgers is gonna snap it. Fake. Looking to throw to Vice there. Incomplete. He's forced both of the incompletions from Aaron Rodgers. 2nd down. It is the ball. Harold picks it up. What a play. Strip sacked by J.J. Watt, who gets there and is having the career game that we've been waiting for him to have. Daniel Manning gonna pull it, give it to Tommy Lee, who will go nowhere. They were trying to get him a couple yards there. He will not get really anything. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Snap is made. Gonna go underneath to Marquise Brown, who will catch it and pick up the 1st down. 64 yards for Daniel Manning and INT. He's gonna have to worry about throwing it a little bit more because, or how he throws it, or who he throws it to, because, well, it's a little too close to be throwing picks and stuff. As TJ Hawkinson gets the 1st down, gets clocked, and I do believe he still got it though. He gets up the field, gets down to the 19, and I'll pick up, yes, a much needed 1st down. It's Daniel Manning. Sending Baylor in motion. Baylor picks up a block. It is a flag. They get him in the backfield anyway. It's going to be holding on the offense. Gallman had nowhere to go, and it's holding. They're going to accept the penalty to make it a little bit harder to overcome this one. And this is going to be a long 1st down, as that is Julius Baylor who picks it up. Huge choke. It gets it down to a 2nd and 7, so they should have accepted it. It was when they accepted, the outcome would have been better, as Julius Baylor makes a huge play. He makes it a 2nd and 7 and make this one a lot, this series really a lot more manageable. There's Julius Baylor looking, gonna throw it to Wayne Gallman, who will be shy of the 1st. Gain of 5, 2nd and, or 3rd, I meant, not 2nd, 3rd and 2. You want to run it, you gotta have a good play. So we go, Daniel Manning, gonna run it, gonna give it to Dwayne Gallman, who is eaten in the backfield. And the Detroit will have to kick a field goal. The kick is up and good, and you hope you stop him. Go with the halftime winning by 10. rather than going to halftime. Well, not winning by 10, maybe winning by 3, even 7. I mean, you definitely don't want to go into halftime winning by 3. You want a comfortable lead. And what a huge hit by Franks! Franks cost him. He might go 5 yards ahead, but he still definitely lost his footing on that one. So here we go, Aaron Rodgers. Kind of a minute and 27 to try to get this offense down the field. Give it to Aaron Jones, who gets stuffed in the backfield. Loss of 3 yards. Tavai gets a play. Huge play by Tavai. Gonna go to 82. I don't know who that is. As he won't pick up a first down on the lead to third down is Eddie Jackson with a huge hit. But it is caught. And they break on that third down that they could have really stopped them. Here we go. 1st and 10. Coleman gonna hit him, but he goes out of bounds. And they're over the 50, 39 seconds and a timeout. Aaron Rodgers, struggling on the first play. Now he's starting to get something going. Rodgers looking to throw, and Monty's there down at the 41. And they're not even gonna call hurry up. They're gonna let the clock chew. They want to go at a new series of offense. Very interesting decision there, as Aaron Rodgers, he's gonna go down short. What a hit! He forces it. Harold up the field. Harold down the sideline. Eli Harold gets a block and is gone, waiting for the time to expire. And they turn this half that you were thinking was going to be the defense making a play. They have 3 tutties this game, 27-10. There's 3 touchdowns in this game, and they are all from the defense, as they will punt. Oh, what? I thought we had the ball first. None of them doesn't matter. As the defense tried to come out here and make another play, Jamal Adams forced it. His 3rd forced fumble on the game. What a game he's been having. As Aaron Rodgers coming in the second half, throwing, takes the snap, looking to throw it. Oh, no, Beckham gets clocked by Eddie Jackson. Again, is 6, but he definitely just got maybe just lost his head on that play. As Aaron Rodgers gonna go with the fake handoff, look to throw. That is Eddie Jackson on the defense. Monty as well. He went up, or he wanted Odell to go up for it, incomplete. And they went for it. It's gonna be a short downage. Now they only have to go for a short. He went up for it, didn't get it. That's Eddie Jackson who beats him out and gets the pick. And Eddie Jackson gets down at the 46. Huge play. As the offense has got to step up. They have not played their greatest game that, well, they possibly could, as Eddie Jackson makes a play for them. And they come out here on offense. That's Tommy Lee Lewis open on the sideline. Huge catch down at the 19. As that puts Daniel Manning over 100 yards on the day. Only allowed 100. Oh, that's not a lot of yards. They've allowed. I mean, especially how overpowered this offense has usually been this year. That's going to go to Wayne Gallman, who is going to go nowhere. A loss of 2, and he's been struggling all year. Here we go. Daniel Manning sending Julius Baylor out. He's just gonna go dump it down to T.J. Hawkinson, who will be close. I think he might be inches shy. No, they're gonna give it to him. 1st and goal at the 8. Daniel Manning takes the snap. Looking, Wayne Gallman has struggled today. They have not gave him any running room since his first couple carries. I think the first 2 actually. Yeah. Here we go. Daniel Manning takes the snap. Daniel Manning is looking. He thought he had somebody, but he's going to go down sacked by Gary, who has been a very big player today for their team. I mean, he's forced a couple of plays, and right there's another one. So here we go. Manning gonna go short to Marquise Brown, who will get down to the 12, and they will kick a field goal. And then I'll come back after I eat because I am starving and my food is here. So Pearson looking to go 3 for 4, and he will. 30-10, and I'll come back, and hopefully our offense can get something going. Gosh damn. As we do have to re-sign rookie contracts next year, not this year, but next year. So that'll be huge. Rookie contracts, are usually pretty cheap. That's where they're playing to get a name for themselves. Sometimes they want a contract, a boost before before they're ready, But but I mean, in Madden they don't, and it's really that'll be a short throw. Tavai's gonna crack him out of bounds. As those years that you're on your rookie contract, really what you're trying to do is trying to make a name for yourself. And when it's time to make your contract, you want your money's worth for what you've been playing. And if you play a really good season, you're worth it. And if you don't, hey, if you're a bust, hey, you got paid. You may be looking for the same contract, maybe a little bit more. As we've got a crap ton of rookies on our team. We've got Tavai, we had Marquise Brown. I feel like we have a little bit more as well. As Tavai's gonna get there and clock him. I don't know who that was, but he was looking for the first down. He's not gonna get a first down. He's gonna be shy. A 2nd and 2. As Aaron Rodgers is gonna give it to him, but Aquara and JJ Watt are there to storm him and take him down. So here we go. 3rd and inches. Hey, Rod. Gonna go with a quick throw. Kendall Fuller ain't gonna get there. I don't know why we're missing tackles. Why did everybody just, when I clicked on him, they just sort of whatever, I'm done. 51 yards for Moore. Might have been DJ Moore, probably not. I think it's Devon, I heard. As that'll close the lead in 17-30. The Detroit Lions are, 300 yards of total offense, damn near, for the Packers. They're not gonna fall. They're gonna fall pretty low. They haven't allowed a lot of yards in the past couple weeks. They're gonna fall pretty low in that now. As that is Ty Johnson, who cuts it upfield. Damn, we took another one for a touchdown this year. Hook it down to 37. I kind of feel bad for the man. He's a starting running back. Gone to a kick returner, and that's all he does. And he still does get the ball a little bit. As Wayne Gallman, dude, is just not been able to do anything. 2nd and 13. Here we go. He's been struggling all day right after Joe Mixon went down. He's not been able to do anything. As that is Julius Baylor who reaches out for it. He goes from the 34 to the other team's 35. 31-yard reception on the play. What a play by Daniel Moore right there. As he's gonna throw or give this one to Wayne Gallman again, who goes nowhere. A-Rush is 13 yards, and he got started off slow, and it's not gotten any better. He's been the same slump he has been in since the beginning of the game. He's gonna throw this one a little short off his back foot, but it'll be incomplete. Huge 3rd down. You don't want to kick a field goal here because mostly you don't know if you can kick a field goal from here. Daniel Moore gonna give this one to the running back Wayne Gallman, who will go down to the 31. 4th and 6, and this will be a 48-yard field goal. McGee holds it. The kick is up, and Pearson drills it. 33-17, and I don't hate him. I think we can finish the season with him, but I don't see him returning next year. It's really hard to say, but there's a lot of people you just look at and you're like, what, he really wasn't productive. I don't want him on my team, and I can't. If this was Wayne Gallman's first game, I would bench him, but I'm gonna keep Wayne Gallman as a starter if Joe Mixon doesn't come back next week. He's had a phenomenal career. Sometimes you struggle, and after all the good games he's had, one game ain't gonna determine it. There's A-Rod, play action. Fakes the handoff. Gonna go to... Oh, what a hit. What a hit. Eddie Jackson's injured, though. And that's not good. Eddie Jackson. And his backup is Randy Cousins, a rookie. I believe it was like a 4th round pick, maybe. As what a play. Tavayan and incoming come in to make a play. And we're going to keep Eddie Jackson in the game. It's our huge 3rd down. They're trying to get this game. They're already down. They got to get back in it. A-Rod is sacked by Trey Flowers. What a play. Trey Flowers makes a sack. Gets the pressure. And the 4th quarter will start. 9 minutes to go in this quarter. As we play with a freshman high school plays. I just realized that today that they play a 9-minute course. I played 10-minute. Varsity plays 12. Anyway, junior year I'll probably start varsity. We play that. Anyways, we get the ball back as this will be Julius Baylor with the juke. Julius Baylor turning on the burners. Inside he goes. Down to the 36. Not a huge game, but he gets a couple yards. Then him a 22-yard return right there. He's a dangerous returner. Everybody knows it. And as Daniel Manning will come back on the field, and they cannot afford to try to pass it. It has not worked all year. They've got to pretty much abandon the passing game as that'll be incomplete. Intended for Jesse James. Just got to throw him, though. So you cannot say there wasn't a lot of pressure on that play. As it will fall incomplete. Daniel Manning, a little bit of a rush. He gets it off, though, to Marquise Brown, who's down the sideline, down to the 20. He's over 750 yards this season, and you see right there, Daniel Manning hits over 200 yards right there. Marquise Brown, 90 yards today. Great game. And that's Wayne Gallman. I don't know what else I'm trying to go with his name. As he finally gets a rush to go. And, you know, they didn't abandon the run game. That's what all that matters, you know. It got tough. They never abandoned it. They kept going back to it. And you see that it paid off. And they're going to give this one to Wayne Gallman. He's going to go up the field, a gain of 5. And Burks is on a knee. Looks to be injured. They're going to wave some people over there to go see what is going on. Here we go. 2nd and goal, Daniel Manning looking. He's got TJ Hawkinson at the 1. 3rd and goal. You punch this in, it's 40-17. And you extend the lead that you had at halftime. But not by a lot, but by a little bit. Here we go. Daniel Manning takes the snap. Daniel Manning looking for Brown. Incomplete. Hawkinson try to get it. 4th and goal at the 1. And this will probably end up being an punt. As the Detroit Lions, Detroit gonna send some people in motion. Hand off to Wayne Gallman. It's pitched to Julius Baylor, who had daylight but gets tackled at the 2. They went for a trick play, a reverse play, and it didn't go through. As now Aaron Rodgers down in his own end zone, 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers now going to get a safety. Going to give it to the 87, and that's clocked by Jamal Adams. And he'll somehow hang on. As Aaron Rodgers going to take the snap. Rodgers hits Kendall Fuller's hands incomplete. A pass that should have been picked. 3rd and 3. Aaron Rodgers going to check out of that formation. A-Rod gonna go deep. And Eddie Jackson makes the play. Huge pick down at the 43. His 5th interception on the season. What a play. And you know, he doesn't have a lot of picks, but when he gets up there, there's a lot of people that you could say in their career had an island. He did. He definitely did. Is Daniel Manning gonna go play action? Daniel Manning looking for Marquise Brown. Oh, and a quick juke, and that's what he's been. He's really shifty on his feet. Quick juke. Gets out of a huge hit that would have happened. 114 yards for him on the day. And he's been getting the ball, what feels like damn near every play. As it'll be 1st and 10. Daniel Manning rolling out. He's gonna look for Jesse James in the back of the end zone. Huge play. He thought about running it. I think he had 4 or 5 yards. Let's see if this one's gonna come back though. He did look. You see, we're not over the line. Where's the ball before it's snapped? Oh, it's at like the 3. He's letting go of this one, yeah. He's not over the line of scrimmage. Does Jesse James have his feet in? No. This one's going to be called back. No, they're going to say we have it. Maybe he did. But I thought that one was coming back. It's going to be 40-17. Huge play by Jesse James. I guess got his feet in. What a play. I thought that one was coming back. Evan's gonna sprint down the field. Not gonna get there. Oh, and he's gonna take it. No. Evans comes back to make the play. And he will get over the 50 though. Smelly, I think his name was. Like makes the play nonetheless though. As we go to 1st and 10. So they're not gonna blitz really anybody. He's gonna go up. Cousins can't make the play. Eddie Jackson rallies to make a stop. Cousins was there in perfect position, and he just doesn't make a play. Lets A-Rod get in the red zone. Sometimes you don't put your backups in because they're not good enough. I guess one of the scenarios right there is that's Aaron Jones. He's gonna push forward down at the 1. Huge, Aaron Jones, Bell. Huge play by Bell, getting him down at the 1. You know it's gonna be a run. You know if it's not, it's gonna be a really quick pass. It's gonna be a really quick pass, and he's got nothing open. Not enough time. Zaire Franklin gets there. 3rd and goal. Huge 3rd down here. You look for anything. It's gonna be a pass. You know that much. And he's wide open. Valdez Scantling will pass this one, or catch this one, and bring it into a touchdown. 40-23. They're gonna look to get a 2-point conversion, make it 25-40. It's gonna be a pass. He's gonna go in the backfield. Zaire Franklin makes a play on Bell, and it's not even Aaron Jones. Not even on the team. Bell is on the team. As they've got 17 points to go, and they get the onside kick. A muffed grab. I don't even know who the hell that was. And you see they have 70 more yards offense than us. Just our defense played phenomenal. They've been playing like that all this time as he's not gonna go. Joseph forces it. Eddie Jackson picks it up. Down at the 50. What a play. And that will likely end this game 40-23. Huge play. There's Daniel Manning, and you know what really has cost him this game. This defense is playing phenomenal. It's a huge play by Wayne Gallman getting down to the 30. This defense was having one hell of a night, and the offense, well, the offense was clicking in the second half. Daniel Manning finally started to get passes going. He started diming them up, and you know it might have took all the way to the second half, but he did. Huge play, and that'll be incomplete. Probably should have went to Dequan Dunn. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. There's Daniel Manning. The offense has played phenomenal game. That's Wayne Gallman. Wide open. Forcing over the line. 297 yards and a tutty and a pick for Daniel Manning on the day. Daniel Manning gonna sit in the pocket. Daniel Manning gonna look. Gonna go to TJ Hawkinson, who drops the 1st down. A huge play dropped as Daniel Manning gonna fake that one. Gonna look. He's got him on the edge. Marquise Brown picks up 5. Maybe 4. They're gonna say 4. 3rd and 6. Here's Daniel Manning, takes the snap. Daniel Manning looking. Gonna go a little bit underneath. Marquise Brown! They get it out! Baylor makes the play at the 3 though. And Marquise Brown tries to hold on. He flinging him around, finally gets it out, and and they're close to their end zone. Aaron Rodgers gonna run it. Got him in the backfield as Eddie Jackson, a loss of 1 for Bell. 2nd and 11. And everybody's going, and it's Snacks! Damian Harrison gets him in the end zone. Safety. You can onside kick a safety? As Franks is going to go as far as he can to 33. And that might just be the game. What a game for this team. As Daniel Manning will give it to Jesse James, who will get up the field and pick up 4. Huge play though, as a tight end. You know, they're really just wanting you to get as many yards as you can on the run, and that was exactly what happened. As Brown, nowhere to go, they're ready for it. At the 33rd and 7. Huge 3rd down. And Daniel Manning will look to complete this one to end the game. And Tommy Lee Lewis gets it. Huge play down to the 9. 1 minute left in this game, and they're just going to run this one out. A game that they played start to finish. They're going to give this one to Wayne Gallman. And they'll end it. As Wayne Gallman getting down to the 4. Huge play for Wayne Gallman. As down at the 4. Daniel Manning gets set. Gonna give it to Wayne Gallman. Wayne Gallman will pick up a yard, and this game will be over. 42-23, 8. Dog of a game. We're gonna stay undefeated, 7-0. We played better than A-Rob. We threw 1 pick. He threw 3. We have 1 tutty, 300 yards. You know, 300 yards. Only had 1 touchdown though. Bell fumbled 4 times. Gallman, I think he fumbled once. It was Marquise Brown fumbled once though. He had 130 yards. 0 drops apparently. Jesse James had our only receiving touchdown. Tommy Lee Lewis had 71 yards. He finally came out to have a good game. Julius Baylor, Gallman, Hawkinson, some really good players. We had a couple sacks. We got 2, not terrible. And we had 2 picks right there, 1 pick. We had 3 picks right there. 44 yards returned by Jelani Tavai. I think he had a pick 6 as well. Forced fumbles, 3 for Jamal Adams, 2 for Joseph, 1 by J.J. Watt. And it was Trevin Coley that had that strip sack on us earlier. Huge game though. Adrian Amos forced 1 in the red zone. And yeah, but Jamal Adams, 14 forced fumbles. Or is it 15? I don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He's going to go up to a 95 overall. 96 with morale. He's only 25. You know, he's still got a lot of time to progress as his career goes on. As Austin Bryant has been a decent player. You know, he's not gonna start that he might want right now, but a decent player nonetheless. It's 10-minute important win. 7 wins in 7 weeks, not a bad way to start the season. You guys have definitely established yourselves as a playoff front runner. Let's see if you can keep it up. You know, we're 7-0. This is the greatest we've been all year. 3 and 4 is the next closest. So if everybody won defeated, or if we lost out, everybody lost out, we'd make the playoffs right now. When will we clinch? We'd have to win 5 the next 5 games to clinch. If the Packers and the Bears go undefeated in the next 5 weeks. If they both lose or they start to get losses, okay, we'll continue to grind. Get to the top. I gotta advance the week to see if anybody else lost. The Jets, the Panthers, and the Lions are all undefeated. We'll see if there was any upsets as we go to week 8. The 49ers are our team we're playing is Julius Baylor. It's unhappy. They're both frustrated, dude. It's kind of annoying. Okay. Guys, Randy Cousins got a couple of plays. And he will continue to get plays. You know, he's got to play a little bit better, though, obviously. You know, he played. That one's like shit, but definitely could play better than he's been. Jeffrey Kirkland, 65 overall. Huge play as Kirkland Burton up to a 57 overall. +2 zone heat. Kirkland Burton knows Keith, that huge hitter. Eddie Jackson had fumble recovery, 2 touchdowns, and 6 tackles, as you see. Terry Gabriel had 4 touchdown receptions. It was actually our score record, I think. 4 touchdown receptions. 4. I don't know. Julius Baylor's unhappy. He wants the ball more. I don't feel like I'm helping out the team. Try to get you involved. I try to get him involved. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. And you've been injured, so I'm not gonna. No promises for you, bud. As we're playing Richard Sherman, and if you want my entire, complete, honest opinion, disregard him. I think if he tries to press one of our corners are gone, or our receivers. I don't think he can handle our receivers, really. So I don't think Richard Sherman is a threat, nonetheless our biggest threat. Let me look at some scouting players. You know, we might need a backup quarterback currently. Off season. Not a lot that we need. Maybe a backup or some safeties though. Dode LS. Yeah, I don't see any of them that like really stand out to me. We're like, oh, dude, they are good. So, yeah. We do face the 49ers. They're 2-4, so we do have a really good chance against them. We're 7-0. They're 2-4. They don't have a terrible team. You know. Right now, I believe Joe Mixon. Joey Mixon is him. I mean, Marquise Brown, Daniel Manning, Jamal Adams. I think they're all on site to get a Pro Bowl. We'll see if any of these guys are. I mean, I'd really love to see Joe Mixon and Jamal Adams get one because they can actually upgrade as a player. Julius Baylor could upgrade as a player, making it, and hopefully they can get some like defensive player of the year and stuff to, you know, boost their development trait. So yeah. It's Kyle Juszczyk. We'll get on the field. They will kick to us. We will kick the second half, receive the first half, as Ty Johnson's going to take this one out. Look for some room to run. Ty Johnson breaks it down the field, missing the tackle, and Ty Johnson takes the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Second kick return of the season. It happens in week 8. He takes it back to get a huge first lead, and barely. Well, that one took a far left with Pearson. He makes it though, and this is 7-0. And you know, I mean, that's just a huge. Okay, like 10 seconds, we're already up 7 points. It's gonna be a huge confidence booster as we get him. We get McKinnon down before he gets to 25, as Jimmy Garoppolo, the quarterback of the future, is still the future of this team. Come out here trying to make some plays. As Brietta's not going to get the ball. They're going to go quick to 80 or 11. Who gets cracked? Kill shot. Marquise Goodwin. 25-yard rush. Jamal Adams cracked him. I don't know how he held on to it, but he did. So it'll be 1st and 10. Is Jimmy Garoppolo gonna pass it? He's gonna go to Marquise Goodwin, who has 37 total yards. And there's 37 total yards of offense right now, so he seems to be their entire offense. As Jimmy Garoppolo gonna hand it off to Matt Breida, who will actually get a gain of 2, and a nice job by Voshon Joseph. He shifted a couple of gaps to make it, but he definitely did a good job making that tackle. So here we go. As that'll be George Kittle, who will pick up first, and our offense is doing pretty good. I mean, if you're not sold on them now, yeah, you're probably sold on them now. They're playing fantastic. That is McKinnon. They're gonna give it to. Who will go nowhere. And Aquara has not really done anything. He's a really good player. I think in a couple years' time, when everybody develops, everybody's trying to leave the team, he'll definitely be a starter. He's one of those players that would start on any team besides this one, really. And it kind of sucks. Sometimes there's some good players, like Nick Foles was kind of stuck in a backup position. Not anymore, he's not, but I think he's one of those players. As they're gonna go to him, I didn't expect them to. Huge play by Amani. Bails me out, and they'll try to kick a field goal. We don't know if our offense is any good. We haven't even got on the field yet. As they held him to 3, a huge drive though by 49ers. And it shows that's a wake-up call to the defense, saying like, listen, we're gonna score if we can. As that'll be Ty Johnson, the huge juke down to 24. He was not very good at juking last year. He struggled as. Here we go. Joe Mixon and Julius Baylor both want to make plays tonight. As this will be Joe Mixon first, who will pick up the first down and move the chains. As he's just been injury prone the last couple weeks. It just seems like, oh yeah, he's out for the game. And it was like, oh, he'll be fine. He'll be back next week, and he is back next week. But the problem is he's been so injury prone that he has to keep going out. They're gonna get him in the backfield there. Richard Sherman all over him. There we go, Daniel Manning. Gonna go play action. Daniel Manning looking for Julius Baylor. Down the middle of the field to the 42, 25 yards. And his goal is to really just get them more in the game. I think you get Julius Baylor 5 receptions, get Mixon at least 20 carries. And they're really not gonna be bitching anymore, are they? And he's been injured, he's getting frustrated at the coach saying, listen, I want the ball. And it's just like you can't really ask for anything because he's been injured, so he's only been here to prove anything. As that'll be Julius Baylor, huge ball or huge catch, juking it, getting down to the 42. Catches 40 yards for him on the day so far. As Daniel Manning takes the snap, Daniel Manning looking, Richard Sherman trying to hang with Baylor. He does. Out, he could have got that at the 1. Great play by Richard Sherman. Way to stay with him by Richard Sherman. This will be a second down. Quick throw on the inside, and Daniel Manning is way off target. Incomplete. Huge play that could have been really good. Sets in yard of a 3rd down. As Daniel Manning is looking, he's just gonna throw that one to TJ Hawkinson. And, he was about to get sacked. He didn't want to run it. He wanted to throw it. Huge first down right there. As that brings it to the 10-yard line. Or 13. He's gonna hand this one off to Mixon, who makes a move, and picks up 2. 4 rushes, 13 yards, and it seems like rushing's getting harder every week. They're ready for it. Yeah, everybody's game planning for a rush. That's really what's been happening. A lot of rushes by this team. And you got a game plan for stuff like that. As this will be Lewis, who is about to extend for a first down. They came in and smacked him, and I don't think he got it. No, he did not. That's Daniel Manning. Gonna go right up the gut with Wayne Gallman, who gets shoulder checked, but he's down at the 1. He picks up a first down. as they'll come out first and goal at the 1. Daniel Manning gonna hand it off, and that'll be in. Joey Mixon gets a touchdown and caps this long drive. Not only that long, but caps it the drive with a tutty as Sherman almost got there. I think it was Sherman. Didn't get there though. Barely gets the kickoff. 14 to 3 is. You know, you got to capitalize here after they scored 13, and you got to really do something. As everybody's falling, McKinnon gets to the 30. Great impact blocks right there. As Jimmy Garoppolo will come back out here to make a play. Jimmy G looking. Kyle Ushak all over him. J.J. Watt gets to him. Sacked. His 5th of the season. And, you know, he might be on pace for 10 if he keeps playing like this. He had 1 last week, 1 this week. Is Jimmy G going to hand it off? Coleman's there. Can't rally. Oh, no, going to gain it too, but he will get injured after a huge tackle by 40, which might just be Carlos Franks, actually. So we go, huge 3rd and long. Garoppolo looking, and it's going to be caught by 83. Willie Snead, first down, continues to drive as the first quarter's over, as we will enter the second quarter. 14-3 game. As the 49ers try to get back in this one. Jared McKinnon seems to be the backup. I don't know what happened to Tevin Coleman. As he's going to throw this one away. Jimmy Garoppolo not trying to get sacked. Sacked again today. Incomplete. I believe that would have been his 2nd sack on the day. Nonetheless, he throws it away, and he will keep himself from getting sacked. As Tavai is there, but Coleman will make the play. McKinnon 2 rushes, 2 yards. 3rd and 8. So here we go, 3rd and 8. Huge play for this team. Looking for something. They're going to go screen. Joseph's all over it. Got him the back through the loss of 6. And this one's going to be 4th and 15. The defense stands up and stops them. Huge play. It was Wiles going to kick this one far. At like the 2. And Julius Baylor is going to take this one out. We even maneuvered out on the 24. Huge return right there. 20 yards. And they'll come back on the field to try to cap off another long drive. 76 yards, take it all the way. As this will be Joey Mixon who will take it all. I said it like that. Take it all the way. Take it all the way. Take it all the way. As we go. Couldn't get that one, unfortunately, as this one will go to 2nd and 8. Daniel Manning takes the snap. Daniel Manning looking to hit Tommy Lee, who couldn't turn his head in time. And a lot of pressure forces a quick throw from Daniel Manning. Huge pressure really coming. He didn't want to get sacked. We also don't want to get picked. So in that situation, you got to pick what you rather have. And it's definitely a pick, because this is Joey Mixon, who picks up the first down and more down at the 41. There's Daniel Manning under center. Gonna give it to Joe Mixon. 7 rushes, 17 yards, and a tutty. Man, oh man, his rushing has not been there for him today. There's Julius Baylor looking, Manning gonna go quick to Julius Baylor, who will get the grab and get it to his 3rd and 3. A short 3rd and 3 though. It's Daniel Manning gonna give it to Joe Mixon, who has struggled all day, and that struggle will continue. A gain of nothing, and this will be a punt.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
And they're gonna go fake to Dunn. And Dunn. Oh, they're gonna say he's an inches shy of the first down. Oh, what a fake punt. They weren't really ready for it. They rallied, though. It was a good effort, really. They just couldn't get it in. Willie Snead. Snead? I don't know what. Willie Snead. Anyway, quick throw! Eddie Jackson collapsed. Dante Pettis. But he picks it up anyway. 3rd and 1. You know they're going to hand this one off. They do. Tavai cracks him. Huge gain by Jerick McKinnon. 5 on the play. And they're in field goal range. You know, they're looking to score, cut into this lead that the Detroit Lions have. Jimmy Garoppolo going to hand it off. There's a lot of holding on the play. Especially on Tavai. And he'll pick up damn near a first down. Inches shy. And they'll get there. That'll be George Kittle, who'll get cracked by Jamal Adams, and that'll bring up an injury. Jimmy G, looking, quick throw, gonna go to not Kittle. Thought it was. It's his backup, Albert or something like that, and he won't pick it up. 2nd and kind of short. 2nd and 6. Jimmy G gonna pass it. He's gonna go. He's gonna get a decent throw. 9 for 11, 62 yards, and they don't got very far to go. They need 2 on the play, and the 2-minute warning will go as 14-3. 49ers get the ball at halftime, and they're driving.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL
as they're gonna throw it. It's a draw play. Joseph and Tavai were set on a blitz. It gets through. Tackle for loss, and a huge play as the Detroit Lions. They rather let them chew the clock and kick a field goal rather than use one of their timeouts. They value a timeout more than 30 seconds, and you know it might be. If it's that far down the field, it might be. Minute and 16. Can the Detroit Lions cap this off with another score? Can they get in the end zone and make it 21-6, or maybe even 17-6? They've got enough time to get in the end zone and get a field goal. So, you know, they've got some options here. There we go, Daniel Manning taking the snap. Gonna go under, gonna give it to Brown, and they'll go timeout right after that one. And it's a huge gain of like, well, I thought it was 10, damn near 10. It'll be inches shy. And they will look to pick up first down, but also move the ball, as that's gonna be 6. Terrible read, dude. Fuck, do it anyway. That's pick 6 for the 49ers, and they take this one. Damn near take the lead. This game's now 14. They get the ball at halftime. And the defense is celebrating. What a play for the 49ers. Now you're not trying to dig and dunk. You're trying to get down the field as fast as possible. Because now you're not trying to take the lead. You're trying to make up for a terrible mistake that shouldn't have been there. That's 54 seconds, 2 timeouts. Detroit's got to get down the field. They're going to be stupid ass fucking play calls, too. As we go looking, that is Marquise Brown, who wants to let go at the last effing second, bro. And it's going to be incomplete. There we go, 2nd down. Brown drops it when he hits the ground again, dude. 3rd down. We might as well effing punt this one, dude. Nobody wants to play. And here we go. Third and 10. Looking. Firing. Tommy Lee Lewis catches it down at the 48. Timeout by the Lions. 41 seconds at the 48-yard line. Damn near on their side of the field finally. Fortunately, they're not yet, so it'll be still a long haul as they're going to give this one to Joe Mixon, who just dropped it, dude. Like, it wasn't even that he got hit. He just dropped it. Terrible, terrible, terrible drive to try to finish this game out, dude. So here we go. 2nd and 10. Marquise Brown is open. He's got it. First down, timeout. 32 seconds to go down at the 16-yard line. And if you get a catch, bro, you got to get to the line. And you got to clock it or something. You either have a play ready or you do something, dude. You cannot afford to get tackled in bounds. Hawkinson, though, does get tackled in bounds. They're going to call hurry up. Manning going to call a snap. Manning going to just throw it up for Baylor, incomplete. And that'll be a field goal, so they won't get the points that they wanted on the board. They're just going to kick a field goal. Barely goes in. 17 to 13. And they'll kick this one off with 3 seconds to go. And they were, if they, it's like they scored a touchdown, except they kept 4 points instead of 3. So they played a little bit better in this game. They'll get a 4-point lead going into this game. As we'll see what we can do, and if we can continue to hold this lead. And what a hit by Evans, dude! McKinnon and Evans exchanged a couple words there. Yeah, McKinnon, we can't say anything. He just got shit on. You gotta be ready for the run here. It's gonna be a run to Mixon, who will pick up 2 and then run right into Joseph. So here we go. Jimmy G, 2nd and 8. Gonna hand it off to Kyle Juszczyk, where they put at running back, and we'll get a yard on the play. So here we go, huge 3rd down. They need a play. They got one, and it's a Dante Pettis who can't be tackled. And it's a frustrating game. Detroit is not destroying San Francisco. It's a closer game than anybody expected. Stressful looks. Everybody wants to play better, as that's gonna be number 37. Boston Scott picks up 3 from being in the backfield. Impressive performance right there, as I don't see Kittle on the field. He might be injured. As that is Jamal Adams, who kills Kyle Juszczyk, and he'll hang on somehow. 3rd and 3. Gonna send McKinnon out wide. Snap is made. He's going to throw to a wide open tight end who gets clocked, and Eddie Jackson picks it up. Down to the 39, huge play. Smith drops it. And a team that has been really known for forcing incompletions, they force one right there. As Manning, he's got Julius Baylor open. Cut. They fumbles it though. Julius Baylor lets go of the football. Makes the tackle though at the 11. Sherman forces it. Julius Baylor makes a huge play. They're going to booth review it, and they're going to mark him down. Huge play for Julius Baylor. My goodness. Let's see this one right here. You see, Richard Sherman loves to press. He's going to press right here. He's going to play pretty far up. You see, look here. Quick move on the outside. And, it's not even a couple moves. Look. He uses his hands to fight him off. And as soon as Julius Baylor gets him to open his hips like this and try to run with him, you see he tries to feel for him and get a hand in there. He can't. Julius Baylor has too much speed. Daniel Manning sees him. And, you know, he jumps for it. I don't know why he high pointed it. I think he was a little ahead of it. He gets the play, and he's down. The ball comes out, and he makes the tackle, though. He was down before the ball came out. And huge play by him. Julius Baylor makes a play as Joe Mixon's going to get the football. Joe Mixon is going to go down to about the 3 or 2. 25 yards and a tutty for him. And, you know, I mean, if it wasn't such a wide open, like, pass right there, I think he'd get the ball a little bit more as they're going to hand this one off to him. Joe Mixon is going to go right through him. His second touchdown on the day. Huge game for him, tutty-wise. Not really rushing-wise, as Pearson somehow goes to the right. I don't even know how. 24-13. Detroit has an 11-point game. 223 yards of offense for them today. Julius Baylor really got all that offense in one play. Incredible game for him today. And Joseph shoulder checks McKinnon. McKinnon has been struggling. And, you know, I mean, there's been 2 really big injuries on this team if we can go back and check. Medically, the Detroit Lions have nobody injured this year. George Kittle is out for the game. Richburg's on the IR. Matt Breetta's out for the game. And maybe longer. To be determined, really. I mean, it says out for the game. We'll see. As it'll be 1st and 10. This will be a handoff to Breetta, and Jamal Adams will hit the hole and make the play. 2nd down. It's Joseph with a quick throw. Kyle Fuller! Or Kendall Fuller can't make the play. Willie Snead can't either. The huge play by Eddie Jackson is here you go. They're going to go 2 safeties up. They're going to look to throw it deep. Coleman is there. Incomplete. Marquise Goodwin has a lot of speed. But Coleman, well, you turn your head and you run. You see that ball in the air. You're running towards it. Huge play by him. And Wiles going to punt this one away. And we'll see if Detroit will be ready to run away with this one. As Baylor will catch this one and go out of bounds at the 14. And, you know, it's a smart play by catching it. As they could have got a lot of yards if he didn't catch it. As Daniel Manning at the 14. We'll try to get our run game established to get down the field. And that'll work right there. 37 yards on the day. A lot of yardage to go, definitely. As we'll see if he'll be able to do it. Just gonna send Baylor in motion. And a huge sack by Nick Bosa, who gets the quarterback. 3rd and 8, he gets to Daniel Manning with really ease. And that'll still be a huge 3rd down. 3rd and 8. Snap is made. Looking, and it's another pick 6 by Daniel Manning. And it's not really his fault. I don't know what the hell the receiver was fucking doing. Nonetheless, it's a bad play. He knows it's going to be a pass. He's going to throw it to either one of these guys. He's going to run it, though. Zaire Franklin's there, and they will punt this one off. They're down by 5. And if you're the Detroit Lions, you need to continue to score. Sacks, you know, no time in the pocket really led him to throwing a lot of interceptions. And it's one thing he's been INT prone. He's been really bad at not throwing INTs. He's over double digits. He's not even averaging 1 per game. He's over double digits, and it's just, I think he's went 2 games this year without throwing one. That's just something he's got to clean up. As that is Tommy Lee Lewis, who has room on Richard Sherman, who drops the ball. Incomplete. There's Daniel Manning going to give this one to Joe Mixon, who makes a break to the outside. And I'll pick up 8 down at 3rd and or 3rd and 3, not even a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. As Daniel Manning, he's got some blocks. Joey Mixon, I'll pick up the 1st down. Give me 50 yards on the day. Wants 100 though. 100. See if he'll be able to get that this game. And And he'll take a lot of more rushes, definitely, though. Here he goes. 1st and 10. Mixon will get the ball. And he'll pick up 5 on the play. I mean, you know, the second half they've let him throw it. They've let him run a little bit more. It's still been really hard for him to get the ball going as they're gonna blitz. Marquise Brown's gonna get it. And I don't know who number 21 is, but he was in hot pursuit, catching Brown down at the 25. And at the 25, 1st down nonetheless. As Daniel Manning. Gonna throw this one to the wrong man. I wanted the running back. That was not the running back. Could have done another pick. That would have fucking just a complete. As this one will be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Daniel Manning gonna hand it off, and that'll be Joe Mixon picking up a 1st down on the play. 66 rushing yards. I wanted to get at least 20 carries on the day. And you know that'll at least show that we ran it with him. We gave him the opportunity to make plays rather than he made them or not. As this will be Joe Mixon again, and we'll pick up a couple more yards there, get it down to the 7, and we'll go into the 4th quarter. We're winning 19 to 24. As we'll see if we can try to cap this off with a touchdown and continue this drive as Joe Mixon takes it in for 7 yards and a tutty. 3rd rushing touchdown on the day. And he may not have a lot of yards, but he has capped off every single drive in the red zone with a tutty. Huge play by him. 31 to 19. And we'll see if this defense can get another stop on San Francisco. Get the ball back, rushing, a little bit of rushing, a little bit of passing, and end this football game. Smith takes a block, and Evans will get there. Take Evans out at the 25. Or take out McKinnon at 25. As are only gonna looks to rush 3. We'll throw it against this defense. Amani and everybody will rally as Smith will pick up the 1st down at the 39. As here we go, 1st and 10. Looking, throwing, and Joseph was supposed to be there. He's gonna get the grab and pick up another 1st down. Here we go. 1st down, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, quick catch. Smith's been getting everything. 122 yards for Garoppolo today. Not a lot, but enough. There we go. As Snead will pick up the 1st down, and they're marching. And I swear if our fucking 4 comes up, oh, it's just getting so fucking annoying. I want to run that play. It's so stupid. So here we go. 1st and 10 down at the 28. Kyle Juszczyk will come in at running back. And they're going to end up throwing it. As Franklin will shoulder, or not even shoulder check, just throw him out of bounds. After a nice gain of 5, though. As 2nd and 5. We got 3 people on that side. And that'll be McKinnon. Oh, we'll go nowhere. Flowers got to play. His takeaways season ranking, they were number 1 in takeaways today. 1. And it's not terrible, but I mean, turnovers are turnovers. They need more of them. And that right there is another 1st down. McKinnon's going to be an issue, though. J.J. Watt smothers him. And Juszczyk is coming in the game probably to finish it. Because he's a fullback, but he will play running back today. And he's going to get a gain of 1. 2 rushes, 2 yards. And, he's not terrible. He's not a terrible decision to put him running back. I kind of like the idea of putting him at running back. Unless this will be 2nd and 9. So put Boston Scott in the game. They're going to pull it. Give it to Willie Snead, who will get to the outside. Justin Coleman just swings at him. He knows that he cannot try to get him down. It's not enough room. And when he tries to step back, runs right into one of our players. Boston Scott is in the game. He's a decent player. And you got to fill gaps against this young man. They're going to do a quick throw. Kyle Juszczyk gets it in. Touchdown against the Detroit Lions. Extending their lead to 25. And if they can make this, which they will, 26-31. A 5-point game by Detroit. And you see that drive took half the fourth quarter. If the Detroit Lions make a drive that takes half the fourth quarter, this game will be over. As Ty Johnson's going to take this one out. And he's going to go right up the field. He's going to lose the ball. Tommy Lee Lewis just dives on it. And rightfully he should. And this game's a lot closer than a lot of games they've been in. They're not used to a game that this close, of this caliber. Daniel Manning is going to test Brown, and the safety gets over there, forces it incomplete. Second down. There's Joey Mixon gonna run the football. He's got a hole. He's gonna hit the hole and pick up 6, I think. 3rd and 4. It's a huge third down. You don't convert, you punt, and you give them a chance to take the lead. Daniel Manning. Gotta look for something. That is Marquise Brown on the catch. 242 yards, 2 INTs, and Marquise Brown picks up the first down and moves the chains. It's Daniel Manning. Gonna give it and Quan Alexander just destroyed him right there. Nothing else to say about that one. This will be 2nd and 8. Daniel Manning. Oh, went up for an incomplete. And it will be 3rd down. Houston down to the last. Yeah, you gotta make a play here to keep in this game. Brown ain't gonna make it. And Detroit's defense will be Barrett's gonna punt this one. It's gonna be close to the sideline. Pettis ain't gonna touch it. It's gonna be a nice bounce down to the 13. And we see what he's been. He's been really good all game, you know. Yardage wise, he's gotten a lot better though. Completion wise, it's been the same as we'll see what Jimmy Garoppolo will be able to do. He's got to go far on this drive, so he better get ready to go. As Zaire Franklin takes down Dante Pettis after a 4-yard gain right there. And they're about to hit that 2-minute warning, so Garoppolo's got to be ready to march on this field to score a tutty. 2nd and 6. He's looking. That's going to be caught by Snead, who will pick up the first down, and that'll bring the 2-minute warning. So they had about I felt like damn near 3 minutes. They just wasted 1 on a first down, so they're going to have to start using those timeouts. They're going to have to start using no huddle because not enough yardage they've been getting, as that'll be a decent catch by Eckert. 7 yards is a decent amount, though, not going to lie. We kind of want to keep him away from that amount. We're going to keep him to that. And that'll be Smith with the catch. And they've got to get down the field. They've already wasted 40 seconds out of what they've got. That's going to be a huge grab, and he gets it, and he does. Down to the 50, they needed something like that. Dante Pettis, 5th reception on the day. He gets that one and gets out of bounds, and they were waiting for a play like that. He gets it. He's the one to make it. First down at the 50. They've got all their timeouts to go. It's going to go underneath. Harold forces it. Kendall Fuller picks it up. It'll go out at the 50. Smith loses it. And the turnovers this team's been able to force all year is going to come into account how good they are at that. And it might have just won them the game as Joey Mixon. Joe Mixon will pick up 2 on the play. They're going to actually say 3 on the play. 31-26. As they're going to try to run this one out. We'll see if they'll be able to do it. They're going to run and give it to Joe Mixon. He'll pick up 3, and they'll call a timeout. 3rd and 5. Do you trust your quarterback to throw it? Do you trust him to make a play? We'll see as Daniel Manning takes the snap. Gonna give it to Julius Baylor, who will not get the first, and they will punt this one away. I mean, we could. We're gonna go for it. It's a huge one. If you don't get it, they get the ball in a decent position. They're gonna give it to Mixon, and Mixon's might just end this game. Down at the 36, huge play for Joey Mixon. He picks up a first down right there. And that's going to be holding right there. That's going to come back. But they cannot stop the clock anymore. This game's over. David Bakhtiari. So here, Joe Mixon's got 37 seconds to excel in this game. And he's going to go with a loss of 2, actually. 2nd and 20. They'll give it to Mixon again. He'll get a gain of 5. 3rd down. Gonna give it to Mixon again, who actually finds some room this time. And that'll end the game. Mixon will get the W. A much needed W. What a mother flipping. What a game.
Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Detroit, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Alright, sorry. I haven't had to read our defensive huddle stuff. Things. Damn, man, he didn't play good, but I mean, he could have had tutties if we just tried. We gave him to Joe Mixon, though, who played decent. He had 100 yards? What? Okay, I didn't know he had 100. 112, 3 tutties. I guess he did get 100. I just didn't see his yards for a while. Incredible game for him. Joyce Baylor, 97 yards. He carried the team today. Brown had 72. Toe Decker had a sack. We're good, though. INTs, we threw 2. We didn't get any. Forced fumbles. Eli Harold and Voshan Joseph got one today. Safeties? That was last week. Good game though. You gotta be more careful with throwing the football. You know, when the football's in the air, you know, throwing it. You gotta be careful with what you do, and yeah. Great game though. Julius Baylor gonna go up to an 85 overall, up to an 87 with morale. And you know, he's one of those guys. 2+2 spec catch, up to an 82 spec catch, 90 release, 91 with morale. His Wayne Gallman will go up to a 77. He didn't get very many carries today. Don't know today or tonight. I don't know if he got really any at all, but Glenn Keith will get an upgrade point. Should have got one a week ago when he had a really good game. So he'll go up to a 66, and we will. Next week after this, Coach, I'm disappointed that you didn't get me more involved in this game. The fuck do you mean? Especially after our talk. I was open out there. Those DBs couldn't hang with me. Seriously, I can make plays with both notes. Why didn't you give me an opportunity? He had 5 catches and the most yards on the effing team, bro. I don't understand why you are mad. Mixon can't be mad. He had 25 freaking. Not a bad game, eh? Any day over 100 yards is a good day, but you throw a win on top of it, doesn't get better than that. Alright, so he wasn't mad. Julius Baylor can really piss off, though. That's some booty cheats he thinks he deserves. Any room in the league? How many users? This one, I might do another early with other people. This one's just me for now. You message X Factor corner. Great game this week, Coach. Was a little terrifying playing in Mike Sherman, but I gotta say I'm pretty happy with the results. Yeah, anything that bad happened was all my fault. It usually is. Oh, let's not do that. That'd been terrifying. We just send the playoffs right there. We just have the season and then make the playoffs from like 7 or 9. JJ Watts. Hey, Coach, we got any plans for this bye week? You know what? We can relax. We can rest and relax because we playing really well. We deserve a little bit of time. We deserve a little bit of off time, you know, to get back into the swing of things. Shows Baylor shouldn't want to know down and overall. He's in 86. Is like morale giving him a boost? Yeah, 86. Yeah. Daniel Manning has a morale +1. He's up to a 90, which is incredible. 89 for Brown, isn't he? Like +2. Yeah, he's almost for 88 overall. Our line's pretty good. I don't know if I want Glasgow. I mean, he's decent though. We've got a really good line, I think. I think overall they're really good. T.J. Hawkinson's been playing well. Jesse James is still in there. Mixon has only went up a lot. What does he got? Only got +2. There's a lot more. Defensively, Jamal Adams should be, 97 overall. Sounds about right. He's been incredible. Eli Harold. Tavai's up to an 87. +2 morale. Eddie Jackson, 85, 96. He have to like +1 and 8. Yep. Kind of Fuller. Maybe Coleman might have gone. Our kicker, that Pearson dude, might just have to be released on this bye week. His kicking field goals has been a fracking nightmare. I'm not saying I want something stupid accurate, but a little bit of accuracy. Corbin King. Didn't we draft this guy? Cody Parkey. Yeah, he's a lot better than our kicker. Corbin King is a new starter. He'll probably end up starting over our kicker Pearson. Corbin King will probably start over him. 92, yeah, he's just not as good. We'll go ahead. We're going to release Pearson. Too many close kicks, and I mean, he's been making them, but still, I mean, Corbin King's going to be better in the long run. There's a couple guys we want to sign. Ragna's one of them. We cannot let this guy slip through our hands. We're going to give him the same contract we gave the other guy. And he's not going to accept, unfortunately. I want to bring in Aquara. And maybe move one of them in the inside. And finally get him to start. And that's it. But he may not come in because we cannot, unfortunately, bring in Ragnar with that contract. So, and he may not be ready for a long-term contract. I do not know. No. As we could probably bring in like a zone coverage corner that's insanely good. Yeah, this draft's gonna be a bust, dog. I feel bad for this draft class, dude. My goodness. Goodness. None of them are gonna be NFL caliber. Upgrade players. Marquise Brown up to a 90. Morale 88. Ragnar plus 3 deep route running is really nice. And who are we facing as the next factor linebacker? Bobby Wagner. Why can I see this one coming? It's not trying to neutralize him, but slow him down a little bit. Not let him. Yeah, he's a monster. Not let him be a monster against us. One or few or two numbers is gonna be hard, but we can do it. This is gonna be a hard game, fellas. In 89. Some of the most prolific TD passer ever. We're first in yards, second in tutties. Mixon's still first in everything, somehow, some way. He just hit 1K yards. Marquise Brown's first in everything. And we're fourth in points allowed, first in offensive yards. Doesn't say where we're at in defensive yards. I'll have to go in. And it just says, okay, so we'll have to check. Offensive yards, we've got about maybe a little bit less than 120 against the Giants. Not passing yards. We don't have the most passing yards. We're the most rushing yards. Points per game. So we have the most points per game by 12. Which means we have the most points overall. So, yeah. Defensively, points allowed, we are fourth. And total yards allowed, we are last, which is good. Patriots have allowed 10 more yards than we have. Patriots have allowed the least amount of passing yards. We've allowed not that many rushing yards, but like overall we haven't. Points allowed, we're not there. QB sacks, we're not last. We're in the middle of the pack. Oh, we're destroying it for more recoveries. And in INTs, we're destroying 24 of them. 2-point conversion. 2-point attempts. Fourth down percentage. We're second with 85. 17 fourth down attempts by the Bengals. 10 for 13. Our third down percentage is not high. And she's at 50%. We've had the second least amount. It's pretty incredible. Yeah, red zone efficiency. Red zone points percentage. We're decent now, we're 85. Field goals allowed. We're probably in the middle of the pack. Touchdowns allowed. We've allowed the least amount. They allowed 26. Red zone of defensive versus offensive trips. That's like a D, so I'm going to say defensive trips. Red zone, point percentage. Middle back field goals, 13. Toddies, 21. Offensive red zone trips, 42. Penalties, we've allowed 7, 28. Least amount of yards. Turnovers, turnover difference, -11. We're 25, we're better than everyone else. Giveaways. Tyler the Packers for the most giveaways. INTs. We're second with 11 of them. Do we throw 11? Oh, it must be how many we've thrown. So we've thrown the most INTs in the NFL, I think. We've lost the second most fumbles, 42 takeaways, defensive INTs 19 or 24. I want to look at our stats really. He has 2,400 yards. I don't know if that's like close or what, but he's got 100 over Red Rossberger, and plus we are like maybe a week behind some of these guys. You never know. 23 by Baker Mayfield. We've thrown the most picks in the NFL. It sucks, but or Rosen has. We've thrown 11. Not only one average yards per attempt. Pretty much, we're up there though as a passer rating. You know, I mean Baker Mayfield and Cam Newton are only starting quarterbacks. I mean, 300 yards per game, completion percentage. I mean, if we look at rushing wise, we got 2 more attempts than James Conner. A lot more yards than everybody, 300. We have 1 tutty more than everybody else. We're second in fumbles though. A lot of fumbles this year. We're tied with Anthony Miller in receptions, but 130 more yards than Julius Baylor. So we're competing against our own player, which is kind of funny. Browns most tutties in a game. Run after a catch. He's got a lot. His longest reception. Amundsen News got it. Mixon's got a 75-yarder. Blocking wise, sacks allowed. You know, we've not allowed the most sacks. We're not even up there. So our line really came through this year, you know. I mean, Decker's allowed 6 sacks this year, so not even 1 sack a game yet. Total tackles, we're up there. I think you would think we're up here. We're not. Austin Joseph's gotten 61. 12 tackles for losses. 10.5 QB sacks. Damn. Damn. Tavai's on set, though, for 14 picks in a season. He could definitely get that. That is in reach. We'll see if he can get it. He's 110 return yards. Oh, how can 4 has? I think it was 21, but Tyrann Mathieu has 3 picks. 6 more yards. Interception return average 70. He has 1 for 70. Longest is a 76 by Tyrann Mathieu. Pass deflections 6. Catches allowed. Nobody really there. Forced fumbles 14 by Jamal Adams. It's not even close because look, the top 3 players are Detroit Lions players. Recoveries 4 by Joseph's probably gonna be the highest. Yep, and then it's 3 by Fuller, so you know. Return yards 78 by Kenny Young. I thought we took one back for a tutty though. We might see like negative now. Then we block a kick. There's extra points I can count. Damian Harrison, no more snacks, has a safety. I'm gonna count it. And 4 defensive tutties for Jelani Tavai. Kevin Pearson is on the Browns roster. And they signed him. He was a good player though. He's inaccurate as all hell though. He was on our team doing all of that, so 17 for 18, 94%. And a 53-yarder. Not terrible, but it's like he really made it. 2 field goals blocked, extra points made, 38 for 39. 97%. He missed 1. That's not 99%. Extra points blocked 2. He made 9 up to 30 yards. He's 4 up to 40. Up to 40 or anything above 50. He's not even. He's like 1 and made it. Bears only has had to punt it 10 times this year. 5 inside the 20. 0 touchbacks. So good year for him. He has the least amount of yardage though, which kind of sucks on punts. So But I like him. Brian Anger has been missed this year. Ty Johnson has 765 kickoff yards. He has the most kick returns as well, though. 2 tutties. Nobody else has a tutty. Yeah, he took a 103. Sweet took a 48 just against other team. Barkley took one back. Punting. Julius Baylor doesn't have the most returns. He's second for the most returns. Coleman from Texans do. So they punt a lot and they force punts a lot. So we have one tutty. It was an 81-yard return. And yeah. Passing wise, how many games? Man Roethlisberger is a game above us. Andy Britt, dude, how is he playing so good? I don't understand. He doesn't have a lot of tutties in it. He's good though. He's tough with these amount of tutties. I don't understand why this guy's so good. He's gonna be Rookie of the Year easily. If he'll get yearly awards, Mariota's on the headset of Player of the Year. We threw too many picks. It's been an issue all year. Mariota's 2-5-1. He's MVP right now. Mixon's 8th. He's fumbled it too many times. We're in the NFC. Wilson, Mixon's 3rd. Defensive Player of the Year, Tavai, easily. Rookie of the Year is Britt. Defensive is Burns. Best QB is Daniel Manning. Running back is Mixon. Receiver is Marquise Brown. Lineman is David Bakhtiari. D lineman is not S. Linebacker is Tavai. DB is Eddie Jackson. Kicker is Will Lutz. And I guarantee if you go to the AFC, our kicker was the best, wasn't it? No. Kevin Pearson's 5th. On a 7-1 Browns team. We've got to be Coach of the Year. Yes, Gary looks like it's Coach of the Year. Ron Rivera is 7-0-1, and the Jets just went on a 2-game losing streak with Adam Gase, so we're the only undefeated team. Ron Rivera is kind of undefeated. Undefeated losing, not undefeated winning. I don't know if he'd kind of tie as undefeated. They tied with probably the Falcons, I'd say. It looks to be. And yeah. You see the Browns have John Harbaugh at coach. And yeah. Oh, yep. So they did tie it with the Falcons. So yeah. We're 8-0. They've got 8 more games to play. I don't really like. I don't know if I want to play another game tonight. I got nothing better to do, but I don't know if I want to play another game. I'm kind of just bored. It's 9:30. I don't know what I want to do. I might just watch YouTube. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, you guys are watching the stream. I'm gonna get off for now. I might turn back on like 10 minutes. Who knows what I feel like doing. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I enjoyed talking about it as hard as you possibly can. Daniel Manning should be MVP. Too many picks. Feels bad. I'm trying to get those up, and I'll see if I can. And I'll see you guys.